Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome back again to this channel. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing well, isn't it? Yes, it is. I know all of you are doing well. So, क्या आपके पेस्ट में नमक है? क्या आपके मसूड़ों में दर्द है? बोलना क्या चाहती हो? यही सोच रहे हो ना आप लोग? तो ऐसे क्यों मुंह बना के बैठे हो? हंसो, स्माइल। आप सोचोगे कि आपको कैसे पता कि हम लोग ऐसे मुंह बना के बैठे हैं? मुझे पता है आप लोगों का, ठीक है ना? मुझे पता है। कोई भी क्लास शुरू होने से पहले यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग दैट ओवर वी नीड टू स्टिक टू द क्लास फॉर 1 आवर। यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग इन दैट सेम वे। तो आप लोगों को ये लग रहा होगा कि इनको कैसे पता हम लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं? अरे कम्युनिकेशन का टीचर है भाई, वी कैन रीड योर साइकोलॉजी, राइट? So don't worry, I'm not going to make you bored in this video. So without wasting much time, let us start today's video. तो आज हम लोग क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं? What is today's topic? Today we are going to start the first long question of communicative English, right? First long question of communicative English. ये है आपका, ठीक है? ये है आपका first long question communicative English का, ठीक है? If you can remember the last video, in the last video we have discussed the definition of communication, right? तो कोई भी आपको long question लिखना है तो as you know that you are going to write a long question for either 10 marks or 12 marks, right? So how you are going to write a long question? कैसे लिखोगे आप लोग long question? So the long question format is being divided into 3 different segments. How many segments? 3 different segments. One is your introduction of the long question, second one is the description and third one is the conclusion, right? तो पहले आपको क्या लिखना पड़ेगा? पहले आपको introduction लिखना पड़ेगा वो question का, number 2 उसका description, number 3 आपको conclusion लिखना पड़ेगा, है ना? अग्री करते हो ना? Yes, ऐसे ही लिखना है आपको। तो ये वीडियो ये क्वेश्चन में भी आपको कैसे लिखना है? पहले आपको इंट्रोडक्शन से शुरू करना है। यू नीड टू स्टार्ट विद द इंट्रोडक्शन बाय राइटिंग व्हाट एग्जैक्टली कम्युनिकेशन इज, द डेफिनेशन ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन एंड द हिस्ट्री ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन एज वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन द लास्ट वीडियो। डू यू रिमेंबर दैट ना? इफ यू डोंट रिमेंबर, अगेन गो टू द प्रीवियस वीडियो and learn what exactly communication is and the history of communication, right? Then only come back to this particular long question. तो long question यहाँ पे question क्या है? Elements of communication और components of communication, right? जैसे कि लास्ट क्लास में हमने डिस्कस किया था, if we will consider communication as a human being, राइट? हमने बात किया था ना लास्ट क्लास में कि कम्युनिकेशन को हम एक इंसान की तरह समझेंगे क्योंकि हम इंसान को या फिर अपने आप को अच्छे से समझते हैं, राइट? सो इन दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो वी आर गोइंग टू कंसीडर कम्युनिकेशन एज अ ह्यूमन बॉडी। कैसे समझेंगे? ह्यूमन बॉडी के अनुसार, राइट? सो डू यू हैव अ ह्यूमन बॉडी? यस यू डू। सिमिलरली कम्युनिकेशन हैज अ बॉडी ऑफ इट्स ओन, उसका खुद का एक बॉडी है, ठीक है? तो वो जैसे कि इन ह्यूमन बॉडी देयर आर सेवरल ऑर्गन्स, यस और नो? देयर आर सेवरल ऑर्गन्स लाइक आईज, हैंड्स, नोज, लिप्स, your entire upper part of your body, lower part of your body, and lower part of your body consists of 2 legs, etc., etc. Like that is how you consider a human body when a human body has human body organs, isn't it? Yes, it is. Similarly, if you ask communications body parts, right? It has a body and it has several body parts like human body. But what kind of body parts are there? Let us discuss. हम बात करेंगे कि इसका कौन सा बॉडी पार्ट है और सब बॉडी पार्ट्स का फंक्शंस क्या है। जैसे कि हाथ से हम खाना खाते हैं, लिखते हैं या फिर रोजाना काम करते हैं, आँख से हम देखते हैं। Similarly, communication has different body parts and different body parts has different functionalities. हर एक बॉडी पार्ट का different functionalities है, तो हम देखते हैं कौन सा बॉडी पार्ट्स है और कौन सा बॉडी पार्ट्स का फंक्शन क्या क्या है, राइट? दैट इज हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू राइट द लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन, ठीक है? तो आपको पूछा जाएगा, क्वेश्चन वैसे आने वाला है कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली कम्युनिकेशन इज और डिफाइन कम्युनिकेशन एंड द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, ऐसे आएगा आपको क्वेश्चन। तो पहले आपको क्या लिखना है? इन द इंट्रोडक्शन सेगमेंट यू आर गोइंग टू राइट what exactly communication is and the history of communication. After that you need to come to components or elements of communication, right? So one by one let us discuss what are the elements available in communications body. Okay, so here I have mentioned different body parts of communication. Okay, different body parts of communication. So what are those? Let us discuss one by one. So first body part is sender. क्या है? Sender. दूसरा क्या है? Channel. Second body part is channel. Number 3 body part है message. ठीक है? Message. And fourth body part is receiver. And last but not the least, last बॉडी पार्ट है फीडबैक, जिसको बोला जाता है फीडबैक। गॉट इट? सो दीज आर द बॉडी पार्ट्स, राइट? राइट नाउ यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग व्हाट आर द डेफिनेशंस ऑफ दीज एलिमेंट्स एंड द फंक्शनैलिटीज एज वेल। अभी आपको ये समझना है कि ये सारे चीजों का डेफिनेशन क्या क्या है और इन लोगों का काम क्या क्या है, ठीक है? तो चलिए डिस्कस करते हैं कि इनका डेफिनेशन क्या है, अगर क्वेश्चन आता है तो आप क्या लिखोगे, एंड इनका काम क्या है, राइट? सो द फर्स्ट बॉडी ऑर्गन एज वी हैव डिस्कस्ड, सेंडर, राइट? इफ आई विल आस्क यू वन क्वेश्चन, इन ह्यूमन बॉडी which part or which organ is the most important organ? राइट? क्वेश्चन, सवाल ये है कि इंसान के शरीर में कौन सा बॉडी पार्ट ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है? आप बोलोगे कि ईच बॉडी पार्ट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Yes, I do agree with that. But which body part is more important than any other body organs? So you must be thinking, right? So if you know the answer, please write your answers on the comment section. I'll definitely reply you back. So here I tell you, in human body, our brain is the primary body organ, right? Human brain is the primary body organ. Without human brain, our entire body is considered as a dead body. Getting my point? अगर आपका दिमाग बंद हो गया तो पूरा आपका जो शरीर है वो बंद हो जाएगा. That is why human brain is considered as the primary body organ of human body, because when our brain instructs, then only our body starts functioning, right? जब दिमाग हमें कमांड करता है तब जाके हमारा बॉडी फंक्शन करने लगता है, राइट? तो इसीलिए बोला जाता है दिमाग इज द, लाइक ब्रेन इज द प्राइमरी बॉडी और primary human organ of a human body. Similarly, in communication body organs, right, sender is claiming, right, or sender is considered as the primary body part, right? The primary body part. Why? Okay, you must be asking why? क्यों? ऐसा क्यों? Because communication कब शुरू होती है? When a communication process starts. When a person wants to speak something or a person wants to convey something to other or others, then it is known as a communication. Getting my point? Got the definition? What exactly the definition is? जब एक इंसान दूसरों को कुछ कन्वे करना चाहता है तब उसको कम्युनिकेशन बोला जाता है। अगर इंसान बात करने की कोशिश ना करे और बात करे ही ना, तो कम्युनिकेशन शुरू होगा नहीं होगा ना। सो समवन हैज टू स्टार्ट द इनिशिएटिव। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इन दिस क्लासरूम आई हैव समथिंग टू डिस्कस विथ यू, राइट? I have something to discuss with you. I have some content to share with you. That is why I have opened this channel. I have taken the initiative to open the channel and want to share something. That is why in our communication, in this interaction, I am considered as the sender because I have some content to deliver. That is why I am the sender. So I am the primary body part of communication, right? अगर मैं कैमरा के सामने आऊंगी नहीं तो वीडियो बनेगी नहीं, right? Just because I have taken the initiative and I have come in front of the camera, that is why we are interacting. So when a person has something to deliver, something to convey, something to talk, something to interact, that particular person is known as a sender, right? So sender is the most important body organ or the primary body organ of communication. Why? Because without this, communication process doesn't start, right? And without sender, communication process cannot be happen, right? Because the person takes initiative to open the communication process. So these are the things you are going to incorporate if you are getting a question, what is a sender, in the short question. And long question, directly you are going to write one by one elements of communication, and in sender's segment you are going to write it is the primary body organ of communication, because sender is the person who initiates the communication process. Without sender we cannot complete the process, because someone has to take the initiative to speak something. That is why sender is considered as the first body organ or the first element of communication, right? Clear? I hope the message is clear in front of you, right? Let us go to second body organ of communication or the second element of communication. And the second body organ name is, or the second element name is channel. What is a channel? Channel is a medium of communication. What is that? Medium of communication. So medium means सेंडर और रिसीवर के बीच में जो एलिमेंट वो मैसेज को ट्रांसमिट करता है ना, उसे बोला जाता है चैनल, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ वी टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ चैनल बिटवीन यू एंड आई, which one is the channel? YouTube is the channel, right? YouTube is the channel. By using YouTube as a platform, we are interacting with one another. Other than YouTube, it is just next to impossible to interact with you guys, right? So here YouTube is the channel, right? So what is the definition of channel again? The medium of communication. It is a tool we use to interact with people. The particular thing which we choose to interact is known as communication channel. Understood? So yes, the second body organ you are going to write is a channel, right? To communicate with anyone, you need a particular channel, right? So when you are talking to a person over phone, then phone is the medium of communication. But what if you are talking to a person face to face? If you are talking to a person face to face, which one is the channel? Right? This is a question you must be thinking, right? If you have the answer, write on the comment section. I'll reply you whether it is a right answer or not. Okay? So yes, second element is the channel. So next comes to third element of communication, which is known as message, right? So what exactly a message is, right? If we are talking to one another, there must be a topic, right? There must be a topic. एक कंटेंट होनी चाहिए जिसके ऊपर हम बातचीत करेंगे, ठीक है? वो कंटेंट को क्या बोला जाता है? द कंटेंट ऑन विच द कॉन्वर्सेशन इज बीइंग बिल्ड, इट इज नोन एज टॉपिक. But a topic has different messages to deliver. For example, if I will ask you one question, that is, speak something about Manisha Panda or speak something about Excellency by Manisha. So, Excellency by Manisha is a topic, and the messages you are going to speak related to Excellency or this teaching channel are known as messages. Okay, so a topic and message both are correlated to one another. So topic is dependent on message and a message dependent on a topic, right? So messages means the relative documents or the relative information about a topic. The relative information about a topic is known as message. So this is the third element of communication, which is most important one, right? Why it is a most important one? If you don't have a topic to discuss, if you don't have messages to deliver, on which background, on which thing you are going to interact with people. So if you have something to say, then only you will have the interaction process. For the communication process, you must be having a topic or some topics to deliver, right? So the information related to a topic is known as message. Okay, here I would like to raise another question. Which element or which body organ is known as secondary body organ of a human body? ठीक है, primary human body, primary element of human body is known as our brain. Then which one is the second or secondary element of a human body? बताओ. Yes, heart. Heart is considered as the secondary element of human body, right? अगर आपका पूरा बॉडी चल रही है, फंक्शंस कर रही है, बट हार्ट अगर बंद हो जाएगा तुरंत, सो द एंटायर बॉडी इज कंप्लीटली डेड. यस और नो? दैट इज व्हाई आवर हार्ट इज नोन एज सेकेंडरी बॉडी पार्ट ऑफ अ ह्यूमन बॉडी. सिमिलरली कम्युनिकेशन का सेकेंडरी बॉडी पार्ट है. प्राइमरी बॉडी पार्ट हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, दैट इज अ सेंडर. So secondary body part is receiver, right, which is the heart of communication. So receiver is known as the secondary body part of communication, which is also known as heart of communication or secondary element of communication. Okay, then let us know what are the functionalities of a receiver. Receiver का काम क्या क्या है? जैसे कि सेंडर का काम है मैसेज भेजना या फिर बातचीत शुरू करना, वैसे रिसीवर का काम क्या है? यहाँ पे रिसीवर का काम बहुत ज्यादा है देन अ सेंडर. ओके, पूछो क्यों? क्योंकि अगर आप लोग मेरे को देखोगे नहीं, आप लोग मेरी बात को अगर सुनोगे नहीं, तो मेरे बात करने का कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. Isn't it? If nobody is there to listen to me, if nobody is there to understand my message, then what is the meaning of delivering a message? So a person is required to complete the communication process. Do you agree with me? Yes, you will agree with me because it is inevitable. Without two persons, a communication process cannot be created. Okay? So receiver is that important element of communication process. So a receiver performs three major functions of communication. What are those? Let us discuss one by one. So when I will send you a message, there must be a blue tick, isn't it? Without blue tick, can I perceive that this message is being delivered to the person? No, it is a big no. There must be a blue tick, isn't it? Yes, it is. Similarly, receiver का पहला काम है to receive the message. Unless and until you receive the message cannot be delivered to the person to whom it intended to be. Right? जिसको भेजना चाहिए, जिसके पास पहुंचना चाहिए, वो तब तक नहीं पहुंचेगा जब तक वो पर्टिकुलर पर्सन उसको रिसीव नहीं करेगा. So the first functionality of a receiver is to receive a message, right? Number 2 is to understand the message, right? So number 2 functionality of a receiver is to understand the message. If you won't understand the message, do you think the communication process is being completed? No, it is not being completed. ये complete नहीं हुआ है, right? तो आपको समझना पड़ेगा. क्यों समझना पड़ेगा? To make it an effective communication. और if communication effective कब होगी? जब एक दूसरे के साथ भावनाओं का आदान प्रदान होगी. और भावनाओं का आदान प्रदान कब होगा? जब आपको मैसेज समझ में आएगा. For example, if I have to say I love you to everyone, right? So when I said I love you, you might have understood my message because all of you know the meaning of I love you. But if I will say Neenu Neeku Premasthananu, then in this particular perspective, only few people can understand the message because everybody doesn't know Telugu language. Because I said I delivered the message in Telugu. So it is understood by those people who knows Telugu language or who know Telugu language, right? It is not meant for everybody or it is not being understood by everybody, right? तो मैसेज को इफेक्टिव करने के लिए, कम्युनिकेशन को इफेक्टिव करने के लिए आपको रिसीवर को मैसेज समझ में आनी चाहिए. So the second most important functionality is understanding the message which is being delivered by the sender. And last most important task is feedback. Okay, feedback. Third functionality of a receiver is giving feedback. So what exactly a feedback is? That is the last body element or component of communication. Let us discuss in details. Okay, so the last element of communication is feedback, right? It is the last most important body part of communication. So let us understand what is feedback. So I tell you one thing, feedback is the catalyst. Feedback is the catalyst of communication process. So आप लोग पूछोगे कि मैम कैटलिस्ट क्या है? ठीक है, खाने में अगर नमक ना हो तो क्या वो खाना स्वाद लगता है? क्या आप उसको खा सकते हो? हाँ, खा तो सकते हो, लेकिन वो खाने की लायक नहीं होगी, है ना? So without feedback, the communication process is known as one-way communication, right? Without feedback, communication is known as one-way communication, which is not an effective communication. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या इसको कंसीडर करेंगे? ऑलरेडी हमने लास्ट क्लास में इसको डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, ठीक है? सो वन वे कम्युनिकेशन को क्या बोला जाता है? कम्युनिकेशन हैपेंड, बट वेदर इट इज सक्सेसफुल कम्युनिकेशन और नॉट सक्सेसफुल कम्युनिकेशन वी डोंट नो. हमें नहीं पता वेदर इट इज अ सक्सेसफुल वन और अनसक्सेसफुल वन. इट इज जस्ट कम्युनिकेशन हैपेंड, कम्युनिकेशन हुआ है, ठीक है? सो कम्युनिकेशन में फीडबैक ना होना खाने में नमक ना होने की बराबर है. सो फीडबैक इज अ मस्ट टू मेक द कम्युनिकेशन इफेक्टिव वन. ठीक है, अगर आपको कम्युनिकेशन को इफेक्टिव बनानी है तो आपको फीडबैक देना ही पड़ेगा. सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वी अंडरस्टूड बाय फीडबैक? फीडबैक मीन्स अ प्रॉपर रिप्लाई to the sender's message, right? So feedback means a reply. Reply to whom? Reply to sender's message, right? So the last most important functionality of a receiver is giving feedback. So feedback is considered as vital element of communication process. Why? Because without feedback the entire process is incomplete one. Right? So to make it a complete communication process, feedback is highly essential, and feedback is also known as a reply from receiver end to receiver side to sender. And when the sender will get the reply from receiver, then sender will understand whether the communication process is a successful or unsuccessful one. Right? So these are the elements of communication. Let us summarize once again. So what are the elements of communication? Sender. Number 2 is channel. Number 3 is message. Number 4 is receiver. Last but not the least is feedback, which is the most important one. So these are the 5 different important elements of communication, or the body parts of communication, right? So when you get a long question called write elements of communication, you are going to write these body parts of communication, which are the most important body parts of communication, right? So this is what for today's class. In the next class we are going to learn the processes of communication, right? So stay tuned for the next video.